There he is.
There he is. Hey, what's
buddy.
up? You have anything to say? You have anything to say for yourself?
Jersey Devil Comedy, the podcast, episode 3.
So here we are. It's episode 3 of the Jersey Devil Comedy podcast.
Jersey Devil Comedy Podcast, number 3. Special guest
Is us.
Us. Hey, you get to find out a little bit about us and what we have coming up, what we've been doing, and what we're going to do. So, where are we going to start?
These are exciting times for the Jersey Devil crew. I mean, I guess we got to start with a little bit of an origin story, a little introduction of ourselves.
For sure.
So I think the first things first, I'll ask you, Ed Goodavage, tell me a little bit about yourself. What is your elevator speech?
Okay, so, well, I don't know. A quick one is do comedy.
I didn't expect a lot of you to still be here. What's your secret? No, it's not diet and exercise, that's for sure.
I do music. I install blinds. I sell those as my day job. And so I have a thrash metal band.
I will show you, you will bow to me.
I had an epiphany when I turned 40 that I was sick of doing crap I didn't want to do anymore. And I figured, let's go. I'm just going to clear my mind and see what happens. And I said, I want to be a rock star comedian. And so it set me on a path. I'm like, I want to do improv comedy and stand-up comedy. So I started doing stand-up comedy. And my first gig was a paying gig. And Dom was there.
I was there.
And it went over awesome. Everybody. And then from him, he goes, hey, we do improv. So I started doing improv with him.
Oh, was that at Bagel Time Cafe?
That was before Bagel Time. That was at
what was that at?
That was at Naughty Spirits.
Oh, yeah, that was
Thin
good
Crust
too. Yeah,
Comedy,
you were good.
The Thin
Yes,
Crust
that's
Comedy
right.
Night.
That was good. I remember that. Yeah, dude, we've done so much since then.
It's crazy. It was like a year ago.
Yeah, it's like we're on
1
a
year
conveyor
ago.
belt. We're like on the Laverne and Shirley conveyor belt. And the bottles just keep coming and they're like hitting the floor and stuff. Yeah, no, super excited. And to be honest with you, like the people that don't know you, they don't know how tireless and relentless you are with everything. And you're the guy in the details. I'm the crazy, hey, guess what, Ed, can we do this? And you're like, yeah,
Let's
and
go.
you're like, all right, I'll figure it out. So like, it's pretty cool. I'm glad I've been able to work with you over the last year on all this stuff. And now we have some really cool stuff happening. So that's kind of what we want to do. We want to share this with you.
Yeah.
So if you don't know me, my
This
name's
is Dom Benigno.
I'm Dom Benigno. And kind of like Ed, one day I woke up and I was like, hey, let's just do some cool stuff. So I started off doing comedy music with my brother-in-law, Jimmy.
Sometimes it's hot. So when I say home, you say hey, home, hey, home, hey.
For the that is my
It's
world's
me
cheapest
peeing on
coffee.
the floor.
That is the world's cheapest K-cup maker, by the way.
I'll flash to it.
So I need coffee. I got to do an after prom tonight. You know that I'm hosting karaoke because I also host karaoke. So it's been a fantastic ride. So I started off as JD Burner. Me and my brother-in-law, one day we went to Dave Hughes's place, right? And we were playing music. He's like, "Yeah, you guys should do that. You should do it out. You guys are funny." And so we went to open mics, and then next thing you know, I'm doing improv comedy.
We like do some sketch comedy, and we just like to get crazy. But here's the thing: you guys make the show.
Now we're at Smodcastle, and yada yada yada. Here we are, and we're trying to peddle our wares through a podcast to the 10 people that are going to watch. So,
10 to 10,000 one day.
yes,
We've got what? Joe Rogan's up to 2,500 or something, 2,300.
a couple of them have to be looking for an alternative.
Yeah. Somebody's got, what else is out there? But so you got the after prom. You start with JD Burner, and
Right.
then what kicked you off on like the comedy? What was like?
Well, I'm going to go back to my favorite entertainers have always been comedians. Like, I mean, I love music. I listen to music all day long, but bread and butter, Sirius XM radio. If I'm driving in the car, it's comedy. Like, George Carlin, Dennis Leary. We grew up in an age with Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, like just great comedian after great comedian. And not necessarily all stand-up. It was also not just stand-up. It was movies, funny movies, that kind of stuff. I was like, that's the stuff I want to do. I want to be funny.
Yeah.
And then I grew up watching Whose Line Is It Anyway with my best bud Jay. We'd sit in the backyard and we would do our own skits when we were kids. Like some people would LARP, we would do improv. So like we were even worse than the LARPers.
We had the little camcorder. Like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
actually, originally it was the giant
All right.
VHS
Yes.
tape camcorders, and my sister and I would shoot Saturday Night Live. We'd make our own Saturday Night Live episodes on my
Right.
grandfather's boat. We'd be on there or in the basement roller skating around, chasing each other, and we'd shoot all these little skits. I made music videos when I was a little kid, and I loved it. And it was always like silly, crazy stuff. You know what I loved? It really like spoke to me when I kicked off on this in the past couple of years was thinking back on all the audio tapes. The Adam Sandler, the Cheech and Chong.
Yep.
The
Jerky Boys.
The Jerky Boys.
Hey,
I was just firing them off the roof.
And you couldn't download that stuff. People would have to hand you the tape.
The CD,
check
the
this out.
tapes.
Yeah.
That was the Cheech and Chong was a cassette tape
yeah.
that I don't know who I pilfered that from.
It's insane.
And it was just
I mean, John Valby. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
slip a John Valby thing in, and you're like, and that's the kind of stuff where I was like, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. So like when I got my hands on a guitar where everybody else was playing these beautiful songs, like I was like, you know, I was just making up crazy shit like Weird Al or whatever. And and I was like, and it became my thing. And like we were like, oh, that's Dom. He writes the crazy songs, and that was like kind of what I did. So I just kept doing that. So that was my love affair with it.
And have you kept playing guitar like throughout? Like when did you pick up the guitar?
So no, not really. I mean, just a few years ago is when I started playing again. Like you know, your life. You become an adult. You got bills to pay. You got your mortgage. You got to raise your family, and then all of a sudden your family gets older, or and you're like, ooh, look, I have all this time on my hands, and it's like maybe I'm going to pursue something I'm passionate about, and it started slow, and now here we are with all this great crazy stuff. Yeah, we have these great musicians that we're friends with, and great comedians we're friends with, and all I want to do now is promote them and watch them have an opportunity to do something fantastic. And along with that, we get to take the journey with them, which is the best part.
Totally. So that's how we came together because of the love of comedy and music. And we're like, you do this? I do. Let's do this. This is awesome. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I want to do this songwriter. I'm doing this songwriter in the round show. So we jumped on. I'm like, okay, I'll do sound for it. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, let's do like bands and comedians. That became Super Jam. And now that show's insane.
Super Jam is killer, by the way. It might be the best show. Every show we do, I'm like, ooh, that might be our best show.
Yeah.
That's what the best part about it is.
Improv, we're like, oh, let's do improv. Like, hey, let's do an improv comedy show, but let's do the setting. It is murder mystery in a 1980s game show, and let's just get wild.
That was so wild, by the way. The 80s murder mystery game show was such a weird, wacky concept.
Where's the beef?
And we definitely pulled off. Yeah, it was a game show setting called Where's the Beef? And I got to be an 80s stereotype of like how they used to make fun of like other countries. So I was Vigo. I was from Krakistan.
Oh, I should like that painting because I can put in a little. I'll put Vigo in the painting.
Oh, cool! Perfect.
It's Lord Vigo.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to learn to get a green one.
Yeah,
a green screen behind us. Maybe.
You're like the buzzing of flies to Vigo.
All right, can we take a quick break so I can get my coffee?
We got his coffee, and
so I have to tell you, this is a new K-Cup I've gotten, and I feel like it's preschool's my first gas station coffee maker because it turned out absolutely terrible.
Get ready for the diarrhea later.
There's so much creamer in this coffee. So anyway, let's get back to it. So a brief introduction to ourselves, right? Yeah. And I think it comes clear that the two of us are just really excited about all the cool things and all the cool people in Cape May County. And that's really what this podcast is going to be about. And it's basically what the mission statement of Jersey Devil Comedy and Jersey Devil Productions is. So real quick, Ed, let's talk about what Jersey Devil Comedy, Jersey Devil Productions means to you. What is the mission statement of this production company?
So my goal, my dream for it is to become a platform to showcase local talent and just talent of growing people to help give them a stage, a platform to get better and hone their craft and their skills. And so far, the people that we've run into have just been amazing. Like it's become a great attractor. And I mean, I like our improv group. We have Jeff Sharkey. We have One Adam 12. We have Marcus. We have Paul Costin. What's Marcus's last name, by the way?
I cannot pronounce it, but it is Italian, so I like Iapaldi or something like that. And he's and I got to be honest with you, like we said, Marcus is one of the most fantastic and gifted improv players I've met.
So good. He's just got a natural presence.
You got a clip for Marcus? Let's introduce the people to Marcus.
Should go out with me. I'm really desperate.
Wait, hold on. Is that Biggie?
Oh yeah. Yeah, now we're talking.
Oh yeah. Let's
All right,
go.
man. You got moves.
Let's
man.
go.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Who else is in the group?
Well, you've got Ryan Curtis, who's a stand-up comedian, who's also taken on a larger role in hosting things with us. Really become an important part to the group. Lisa Toscano, I mean, she is the most physical comedian out of all of us. And you can't forget Lucian.
Lucian he's our new young phenom who's just him. Well, we've Trent.
My biological clock is ticking.
One.
Okay.
The pairing of Trent and Lucian together.
Oh, it's just eye candy.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. So that's just I love that. And then so we have our improv group now, and then we get into meeting musicians. We have all these local musicians in the area. Vinny Smith.
Oh, Vinny Smith, man, my Pazan, yeah.
Brian O'Neill.
Fantastic.
Shredding guitars.
That dude shreds guitar. I mean, I'd like to see him and Shane go into a battle. Guitar
yeah,
battle.
we should. That's on the list of battles.
Yes, Shane presents
guitar battles, maybe bass battles, piano battles between Jeremiah and Pierre,
who are both amazing people.
Two amazing pianists.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I haven't looked in the.
They have they're great pianists,
but they are good on the keys. Yes. So
they tickle the ivory.
You really got into it. So and then we have the pleasure of working with some great artists. And like Johnny Zarfati.
There is a lie.
Who was our first episode. And Johanna Staley, who was the second episode.
Yeah. I am a powerful thing.
We got to go see Maddie Hogan last night with her band. Killed it.
Excuse me. You look like you love me.
Yep. So good.
And and we keep getting introduced to people. One of the things we're excited about to announce, if you haven't heard about it already, is on August 10th at the Moose Lodge in North Cape May. We're doing the first ever Cape May Folk Fest. Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh, well, what's that about? And it's a day designed as a community day. A lot of the fests are, right? But this is a ticketed event because we want to bring really great local talent to the stage in the back of the Moose. The place is like 3 football fields big. Right, so we want to get that local talent up there and doing their own original music, mixed in with a few covers for people's listening enjoyment. But for the most part, it is Johnny Zarfati, Jason Ager and the Golden Eagles, Maddie Hogan Band, and T Vista, and they're going to be up on stage. They're going to be sharing their original music with everybody. And I got to tell you, you got to look all of them up on all the social streamings, and really they have very enjoyable music and they have great songs. And the idea is, bring a lawn chair, cheap beer. We're going to have vendors there. We're going to have food trucks. And we got El Pueblo coming. He just started that taco truck. And we have Hit the Road Jack coming. 2 great local food trucks. And the guys at the Moose couldn't be happier. And then they're hoping people come and they say, wow, this is really cool. And maybe they drive some membership. Yeah. So what we're looking at is we want a great day out there in August. We're doing it in the middle of the day, no bugs, nice and light, and just want everybody. It's family friendly. Kids under 12 are free. Just come check it out. Have
Community program. It's like so I've been watching videos about the 1960s Newport Folk Fest. That's like Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash, and they set a tone and it was like they called it like the voice of a generation. So they were able to come together. Ours is like, we have the voice of the community coming through and it's saying like, everybody come together, just have fun, like showcase what all this talent is, and just have a great day. Sitting on, bring lawn chairs, bring the kids. Like, it's just, I want to capture some of that vibe. Yeah. So I've been watching the videos on it. It's like, how can we not recreate it, but how can we capture some of that essence of what those were? And I think it's like, it's all to do with the people and the intentions behind
Correct.
the movement. It's not like this isn't Firefest.
No, by no means.
No Firefest.
We're not promising you fancy sandwiches in Blink 182. We are promising you really good local artists who have really, really dumped their shit into their music. And I don't know any else way to say it. I mean, these guys that I know them, I talk to them. They are on every day working on a song, going to a recording studio, traveling 3 hours to make $20.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like
paying money to travel 3 hours to just get playtime.
I mean, come on, that's what we do. I mean, just to get stage time. We had a comedian drive all the way from Staten Island, New York. This guy Walter Vincent for our Super Jam. By the way, Walter Vincent, you are one of my top favorite people.
So good, one of my favorite comedians.
I'm your big guy. I was just joking about all those things I never said. Big guy. I am telling you, big guy.
This guy was
so out of control.
I was crying, laughing the whole time. Our buddy Jeff Moran came out, was playing like a small jazz kit, and he was making jokes about the small drum set, and then he was making fun of everything. He was just making jokes about everything, and
all in good
I
fun.
was crying, laughing. It was great. It was just, he just brought the level of the energy up to like just fun. Like it was a great event. But so we just had that Super Jam this past Wednesday. Next up is we have Moose Karaoke at the Moose Lodge, Bad Karaoke.
Yes, it's
Devil Karaoke.
So we would workshop some names. I have a song called Bad Karaoke because I feel like one of the greatest bonds you could have with people is by singing bad karaoke together. You know what I mean? Like like just being off key, out of tune, but you have so much respect for each other that's what's up. So we are going to we got so much going on. We're getting so excited about it. So let's go June 7th at the Moose Lodge in Irma. We are going to do our Jersey Devil comedy karaoke party. It's going to be our second one. And we're looking for people who just love to sing and have a good time to come out. And then, we're going to bring our instruments. We're going to have some fun that way. We're going to play your favorite songs. We're going to sing a little bit. We're going to bring comedians out there, have them roast each other, have them do some stand up. Hey, even Buddy
wants in on it.
Buddy might even come. But the first one we did was great. It was like a small crowd, and every single person's like, hey, I'm going to come back. I'm going to bring me people. Now today it's being shared around on Facebook, and I'm expecting double, triple the crowd. So if you're around and you hear this podcast, June 7th, karaoke party, come check it out and just have a blast. Have just an absolute blast. It is like, it's Planet Fitness. It's judgment free.
Oh, yeah.
We want you to be as loose as you possibly can.
Because that's when karaoke's fun.
Yeah.
Nose in the crotch. Hi, buddy. Hey.
So you don't forget that's $10 when you leave.
And then we have that. Then we have on June 14th, we have the End of the Road Improv Players at End of the Road Theater. We're doing our Summer Olympics.
We are doing, yes. So there's going to be two teams. One team's going to be from the north. One team's going to be from the south. Sounds familiar, but it's not quite like that. And so there's team players that are from Summers Point. They're called Split. A lot of them do a lot of work in the Summers Point area, Atlantic County. And then we have our End of the Road guys. So what we decided to do, have a little fun, is take the two groups, split them into two different teams, and then we're going to go at it. We're going to have a referee. We're going to score points, and the audience is basically going to decide, hey, which improv team wins. It's going to be a lot of fun. Improv's fun when it's competition. Mm-hmm. We'll play games like Questions Only and the ABC game, and of course we'll do our regular stuff like How We Met the Musical. We'll have, and the best part about the June 14th show isn't necessarily the improv show itself. It's a special musical guest. Do you know that?
Billy D. Our boy Billy D.
One of our favorite. I try to go see Billy D every day when I can. He's playing tomorrow night at the Moose, 5 to 8.
Oh, nice.
He's around. He's all over the place.
We got Billy D coming, and then after that, so we have the 14th and then the 22nd.
So the 22nd is super exciting. We're going to be at Bee's Knees in Cape May in the Marquis de Lafayette, and we're going to be putting on a comedy showdown roast battle show there. We're going to show Cape May what Jersey Devil comedy can offer, and the fun part about all this stuff is it's everything we do is a rotating cast. It's rotating comedians, it's rotating musicians, it's rotating actors, it's rotating Ed sometimes and Buddy. But Ed, you look like
Buddy's,
you were really into that for a second.
but he was chewing on my thumb.
Buddy.
Yeah, it's my hands up, everybody. It's not.
Buddy,
I'm
come.
petting the dog, by the way.
Just in case
My
you were wondering what the hell we're
hands under
talking
table.
about. Go on, buddy.
Buddy, come here.
All right, whatever.
Hey,
That's,
we'll take a picture or
Yeah.
something to you.
so
You and Pierre.
yeah. actually, can you just can you put that up there right now? Oh,
there he is. There's
Hey,
Buddy.
what's up? You have anything to say? You have anything to say for yourself? You're interrupting the podcast. All right.
So we've got Bee's Knees. We're End of the Road Theater. We're at Studio Space. We've got improv shows coming up in July at Studio Space. We got stand-up comedy. We've got music. We've got singer-songwriters. We've got Super Jam. We've got shows coming up all over. So follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and keep an eye out for what's next.
Yeah, July 21st, Studio Space. We have the Monday Mayhem Comedy Show where we have Naked Eddie's going to headline. How much fun is that?
It's going to be a fun show.
And then,
it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, July 11th,
Come
Studio
laugh.
Space. We have an improv show. I mean, July 23rd, we're putting a comedy show on at End of the Road Theater. So what you have to do is follow our socials and find out where all this fun stuff is going to be. Because for us, everything's about to get blown up. It's kind of like Buddy.
Buddy's excited. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you.